What's up, Rapport family? It's your guy, Ike Jones, back live from SEC Media Days, Day 4. We are wrapping it up with the man himself, Payton Thorne, quarterback from the Auburn Tigers. Payton, how's it going?
It's going good.
Okay, man. Glad to have you over here, man. We just want to get it started. Media Days, the experience, how has it been for you? This is your first time going to a Media Days thing?
That's my second time. I went to Big Ten Media Day 2 years ago.
Okay.
And so first time here at SEC Media Day, and it's been good.
What's been the big difference between a Big Ten Media Days and an SEC Media Days?
The biggest difference for me at Big Ten Media Day was in Lucas Oil Stadium. So I was in a stadium, and it was like you could kind of see everything. And you get taken back in the back hallways, too, for different stuff. But it was in a football stadium. This is obviously in a hotel / I guess conference center, whatever you want to call it. So it's been efficient. Both of them were jam-packed days. And this one I think is a little shorter, which is nice.
Okay. So everybody wants to know about the upcoming season, confidence level, all of those things. What I want to ask you about is what's going to be a good season look like for Payton Thorne next season, from your perspective?
I would say winning a bunch of games and having a chance to compete for a championship. That would be a good season. I believe, us getting to the playoff and giving ourselves a chance to win and have a chance. That is a successful season. I think anything less than that, for me personally, will be disappointing. And I think it's as plain and simple as that.
Okay. During this off season, you've been out on social media. You've been enjoying yourself. It didn't seem as if you were as comfortable last year. Have you gotten to a place where you're feeling a little bit more comfortable in the role that you're being asked and just really being in Auburn, Alabama?
Yeah, absolutely. I've really enjoyed getting to know the people in Auburn, getting to know the area. This is a state that I could see myself possibly living in one day. Honestly, I've really enjoyed it, and my mindset's changed about some things in terms of where I might live someday. And so I've loved that. I feel more comfortable with my teammates, with my coaches, just in more time spent together, And, I've really enjoyed the last year and, getting a year living in the South under my belt.
Okay. Kent Austin was with you last season, but now moving to an on-field capacity, quarterback coach. Talk about the relationship that you've been able to forge with him over the last year.
Yeah, it's been a really strong relationship. Gotten to know him well, gotten to know what he values, what's important to him, what he thinks is important in a quarterback as well, and what he's looking for. So those have been great things, and we've obviously watched a lot of film together. We've obviously had a lot of talk on the board together about what we're looking for, what we're looking at, this coverage, that coverage, this play, what we need this guy to do, all that. So it's been really good, and it's a relationship that's developed in a very positive manner.
Okay. Let's pivot and talk a little bit about the guy who was a high school wide receiver for you, now collegiate wide receiver in Sam Jackson. What do you feel like he brings to the Auburn program that maybe people aren't expecting from him?
Yeah, I think Sam's a stud, and I've said that since the moment I met him back in, 2018, 2017, something like that. So he's a great friend of mine. He's a really hard worker. And he brings a different element. Like you said, he played quarterback for a number of years. And so a receiver that played quarterback has a different perspective. He understands timing, he understands space, he understands how you have to be at this point at this time if you want to be open. And that's extremely valuable. And he's a really good athlete. He does a lot of things that not many people do. And so I think he can have a great impact for us this year, and I think he will have a great impact for us this year.
All right, last question here for you, Payton. I've heard good things about kind of the rapport you've already built with Keandre Lambert-Smith. Can you tell Auburn fans kind of what they can expect? Because they haven't had an opportunity to see him in orange and blue. What can they expect from that young man as wide receiver?
They can expect a really stinking good player. He's a guy who can get a lot done. He's bigger, I think, than most people expect. I bet he's 6'1", 6'2", and he's got good speed. And he's really good off the line of scrimmage. His releases, it's really hard to get hands on him. He has really good acceleration, and his deceleration, I think, might be the best part of his game. And people don't talk about that much with a receiver, but a guy who can stop is a really dangerous receiver. And so that's why sometimes you see guys that can't run super fast that are always open because they can stop really good. I'm not saying he can't run fast. He can. But he has a lot of experience. He's had success at this level before, and I'm really excited to get to work with him and get fall camp under our belt and, throw him a lot of catchable balls.
Okay. All right. Well, I know the Auburn family is looking forward to seeing what you guys do this next season coming up. We're here live at SEC Media Days with Payton Thorne. Appreciate you taking a little time to talk to us today. You know who we are. We're the War Report. If you like this content, hit like, subscribe, all of those things. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, and as always, Warrior.